How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and today we are going to be talking about Holochain. And of course, I would like to discuss the current price action that we're seeing happening with Bitcoin right now, currently pricing in at 9,359, according to CoinMarketCap at the time of making this video. And I'd really like to discuss what we're seeing now with the rejection we saw off the 10,400, but essentially it was the $10,000 psychological resistance, and now where we can expect things to go. I'm solemnly coming before you guys telling you that I told you so. I hate to say I told you so, but I was talking about this the bull run, quote unquote, that we had been seeing with Bitcoin being a sham for a long time. And nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody wanted to say that Bitcoin's going to the moon. This is it. This is the time. People were buying their Lamborghinis, and I was telling them I'm more or less expecting a $7,000 Bitcoin, and I still continue to hold out on that prediction. Still, we did have a nice run early on in 2020 for those of us who had the foresight to get it while we're getting was good and not get too greedy. This is more of a harkens back to the old vestige that I persistently bring up for you guys in these videos, which is the old Warren Buffett quote, which talks about be greedy while other people are fearful, and fearful while other people are greedy. And if you went by that, well, you would have been buying Bitcoin when it was $3,000, and you would probably had been selling it when it was high. But hell, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your dad. I'm not giving you any sort of trade advice or anything like that. I'm just merely here expressing my opinion for educational purposes. That's exactly what this content is. In other news, while we watch Bitcoin and of course, grit our teeth if you're a Bitcoin holder, or perhaps just wait with bated breath to see what's going to happen. Even if we go as far down to revisit the $3,000 level, there always is a when it comes to cryptocurrency. Then I would like to discuss Holochain, though. In particular, while we see a lot of different issues that face Bitcoin, issues of just the technology itself. Bitcoin is a 2008 technology, which, as we know, people aren't still using MySpace. What technology from 2008 is still up to date? It's not. The nature of technology is that it gets updated, it gets replaced, and I would say look no further I sometimes talk about Cardano in a lot of different videos as an example of a sort of technology that we could see being implemented. But today I'd like to just look beyond blockchain, talk about Holochain, discuss peer-to-peer, discuss data. In particular, I think that this is a looming issue that is one that very much discussed it's one that's always making headlines at one point or another, selectively. Obviously, it's not consistently out there, but Facebook and their treatment of data and the current paradigm that we see with just abuses of data, and a whole laundry list of issues that I would say are plaguing the current internet. But I think when we talk about Holochain, we're talking about individual authority over data sharing across, and this is more or less, for people who were originally advocates of Bitcoin from a philosophical point of view, who had an investment in the dream of Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. The concept of being your own bank, that sort of liberty, and sort of that, all that bullshit. I think that Holochain and many projects that I've talked about on here similar to it, and if you have any that you think do have that philosophical alignment, well, I think it's worth it just to make videos on them, and I think that it will be ownership of your own data, control of their identity. This is the type of project that I would like to see win the game of crypto, and I think that the money is right and it's there, and the people, when they're Because obviously, let's talk about something that not many people really want to discuss, which is the fact that, people tend to not look for solutions to problems that aren't causing them distress on a day-to-day basis. This is just the nature of how human psychology works. For example, nobody's really using Bitcoin in the United States, or on a big scale. People aren't using cryptocurrency because, well, they have banks that function perfectly well, and they have all their needs met, and there's really, people are lazy due to this luxury, and things function well. But look at somewhere like Venezuela. Look at somewhere where they actually are witnessing the infrastructure around them failing them left and right, and those people turn to cryptocurrency. So, I mean, when you want to talk about ownership of your own data, control of your identity, when finally we see the establishment coming for these things, which they already are, but in a larger sense, in a larger context, where there will be a relevant demand for it for the average Joe, and a decision will have to be made regarding which cryptocurrencies are put into, your support means all the world. And it would be an interest. So I think, but honestly, I think that as far as giving it a leg up on the competition, Holochain does have potential for a bull run in that context, especially while we see the different areas of interest that these different power structures are trying to get a bite out of Bitcoin, and they will. Bitcoin, and at the same time, I think that just a team, similar to the one that's working on Holochain, I really do believe that the team on the Holochain, has got a good head on their shoulders. And as things move forward, which they will, it's really going to matter. Low cost, lightweight, secure, all these other things are going to be very important as we see the space continue to develop. So all that being said, top performers of the day, we do have top performers. Waikiki Chain, interesting, and of course Qtum. So all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, comment down below, and let us know what you think. I am FaZe Crypto. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay relevant. Have a good one.